is News 3 Now at 6.
First, tonight we are monitoring updates on a crash between a bicyclist and a dump truck in Fitchburg this afternoon. Dane County dispatchers say the accident was reported just before 4 o'clock near County Highway M at Went Road. The Badger State Trail crosses Highway M in that area. Officials are unable to confirm the extent of the bicyclist's injuries at this time. This is a developing story, and we will have updates on channel3000.com and on News 3 Now at 10. Next at 6, we have your latest coronavirus headlines. Vice President Mike Pence will be in Madison tomorrow, highlighting the production of ventilators here.
But first, Governor Evers has announced his plan to reopen Wisconsin's economy. Amy Reed joins us live to explain how it'll work and what one group is asking for instead. Amy?
The Badger Bounce Back plan doesn't have a timeline. Instead, there's certain criteria the state needs to meet to trigger phases of reopening. But the Wisconsin Tavern League says bars and restaurants need something sooner.
When we saw May 26th, we realized that we have to do something for our members to try and get them open.
The Wisconsin Tavern League's executive director spent his weekend coming up with a plan. He says his members' livelihoods depended on it.
Going from April 24th to May 26th, while to the general public it may not seem like a long time, for a small business person that it is closed up, it's an eternity.
The Tavern League sent their idea to the governor Monday morning, asking for restaurants and bars to be allowed open starting May 1st. In exchange, all employees would wear masks and gloves, capacity would be cut in half, tables would be 6 feet apart with no more than 6 seated there, paper menus and table condiments would be removed, and self-serve stations would be cut.
To just create people walking through the door, spending money, will help keep these doors open, because many, as I said, many of our members will not survive this. And it's just not in our industry, but it's all over. But our people are hurting. They're hurting terribly.
Hours later, the governor announced his plan, not with a specific date, but instead specific guidelines for economic reopening.
First, we need to see a 14-day decline of COVID-19 symptoms reported. Second, we need to see a 14-day decline of positive tests as a % of total tests. And third, we need to make sure our hospitals can treat all patients and have a robust testing programs in place for at-risk healthcare workers.
Phase 1 would allow restaurants to open. Phase 2, bars. May 1st, he said, isn't likely. But the Tavern League said if these businesses can't open again soon, they may not be able to open again at all.
These are people's livelihoods. It's their life savings. It's a retirement program. And right now, it's all in jeopardy.
Evers said that his plan is based on guidelines released by the White House. The Department of Health Services is keeping track of that data that they'll use to roll out these different phases. So far, we haven't seen a consistent day-to-day decline. And with us being 2 weeks removed from in-person voting, the department is monitoring for any potential spike in new cases, but we haven't seen that yet.
All right, Amy, live at the Capitol. Amy, thank you. And Assembly Speaker Robin Vos, Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald with a joint statement about the governor's Badger Bounce Back plan. They write, quote, instead of listening to the resounding outcry from the people of the state, Governor Evers is now making it harder to reopen Wisconsin, acknowledging that Dane and Milwaukee counties, which have the highest concentration of cases, cannot be treated the same as the Northwoods. Vos and Fitzgerald say they are continuing to call on the governor to, quote, retreat from his one-size-fits-all approach and allow the state to open up regionally so people can get back to work.
There are now more than 4,500 coronavirus cases in the state, an increase of about 150 new cases since yesterday. 232 people have died from the virus. Dane County health officials have confirmed 382 cases and 20 deaths in the county. UW Health is sharing stories of frontline workers who are putting their lives on the line to fight COVID-19. Nursing assistants help patients bathe, eat, use the bathroom, and ensure that all necessary supplies are in stock in each unit. They're also an important source of camaraderie for patients, particularly since most are not allowed to have visitors in their room. Nursing assistant Mary Lowe says she's proud to know she and her team are making a real difference in patients' lives, but there are plenty of challenges.
I think it's that you're trying to limit exposure, so you're not trying to stick around in the rooms longer. then you have to, but the patients also can't have any visitors right now, so you also want to be there for them emotionally in addition to any other needs they might need, and so it's kind of hard to balance that sometimes, and being there for them, but also making sure you're not being in there longer than you need to.
Officials at UW Health say the contributions of nursing assistants are invaluable and that they are instrumental in supporting other care workers during the crisis response.
Vice President Mike Pence returns to Wisconsin tomorrow. He'll be in Madison to visit GE Healthcare's manufacturing facility to highlight the production of ventilators during the pandemic. Vice President Pence is scheduled to tour the facility and speak with employees there. We will have coverage of his visit tomorrow on News 3 Now and on channel3000.com. An attorney for a conservative law firm is urging the state Supreme Court to rein in the governor's expansive partial veto powers. The Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty attorney Rick Eisenberg told the court during oral arguments today that the chief executive's ability to rewrite state law tramples on the separation of powers with the legislature. Governor Evers' attorney Colin Roth countered that Wisconsin residents already limited the governor's powers with a pair of constitutional amendments back in 1990 and in 2008, and the high court should not go beyond that. The court's conservative justices seem skeptical of Roth's arguments.
To weather now, Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is tracking some storms tonight. Here he is with your first warn forecast. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Charlotte. For the most part, there are showers with just a few isolated thunderstorms mixed in. On visible cloud tracking, you can see how we had sunshine this morning, and then the clouds have moved in rapidly from the north and west, just along and ahead of a cold front that has produced some pretty strong wind gusts. Mineral Point had a wind gust almost 50 miles per hour as the showers passed on through. Many locations seeing wind gusts between about 40 and 50 miles per hour, but you can see how rapidly these showers are coming on through, and every once in a while there'll be a flash of lightning associated with them, but for the most part they're just showers. Temperatures fall off once the showers come through. Here in Madison, we've dropped from 62 last hour to 55 this hour. The Del's already down into the upper 40s, and by morning look for low temperatures to drop into the lower 30s as skies clear out. Tomorrow will be a sunny, breezy, and cooler day with a high temperature in the upper 40s. We'll be back into the 60s for Wednesday. We'll see better chances for showers in the second half of the week. I'll have more details and weather in a few minutes.
Thank you, Gary. New at 6, Dane County is announcing plans for the first community-wide climate action plan. This plan sets goals to reduce greenhouse gas emissions in the county 50% by 2030 and puts the county on a path to be carbon neutral by 2050. County Executive Joe Parisi says while the coronavirus crisis is immediate, climate change is a slower-moving risk and one of the greatest challenges of our generation. Parisi says we must lead the effort at the local level to address the climate crisis. You can find more details about the plan on channel3000.com.
The Madison Fire Department is still investigating the cause of an apartment fire in the 3100 block of Muirfield Road on Saturday. Our Gabriella Becerra is live there now and shares how the Red Cross is responding during the Safer at Home order. Gabby?
Well, on average, the Red Cross is seeing more than 2 residential fires each day and helping about 350 people displaced around Wisconsin, doubling the amount for what they typically see coming out of the winter and heading into springtime. It's too early to say if that number is a result of more people staying at home, but it is a theory. A result that is because of the coronavirus is the Red Cross is responding virtually when they can, which spokesperson Justin Kern says is not their preferred method.
It's harder to have that compassionate side that we pride ourselves on, that our volunteers really know that is important for people who are displaced to be there personally. So we're trying to add that as much as possible over the phone.
Kern says volunteers are prepared to help a higher number of people. Resources look a little different right now. Madison Fire says their department has not seen a strong increase in residential fires in the time that people have been staying home more frequently. The Red Cross is reminding people it's important to have a family plan just in case something happens.
All right, Gabby in our newsroom tonight. Gabby, thank you. A Missouri man accused of killing 2 brothers from Shawano County is set to be arraigned next month. Last week, Garland Nelson waived his right to a preliminary hearing where a judge would hear the prosecutor's evidence against him and decide whether it was sufficient for him to stand trial. Instead, the 10 felony charges against Nelson will be formally read at his May 4th arraignment. Among the charges, 2 counts each of first-degree murder in the deaths of 35-year-old Nick Diemel and 34-year-old Justin Diemel.
5 former East High School students were cited for burglary and property damage after breaking into their alma mater. Madison police say officers were dispatched to East High on Saturday night when alarms were triggered. According to police, one of the students had a key to a roof door, and the teens admitted to discharging fire extinguishers and causing a mess inside the school. All of the teens involved were 18 years old.
Still ahead at 6, 2 Sun Prairie moms come up with creative T-shirt designs to support frontline workers, and we talked to a survivor of coronavirus who thought he may lose his battle. His message about staying home to protect yourself and others just ahead. Stay with us.
Yeah, I'm a home builder and I go to Nuns. Why? Well, my clients love them because they have all those smarty pants appliances. You know, like those fancy touchscreen fridges and ovens that text you when dinner's ready. Personally, I don't care for all that techie stuff. I'll stick to my good old-fashioned icebox, thank you very much. But hey, my clients love those smarty pants appliances, so we go to Nuns.
Nuns, kitchen, bath, and flooring.
Imagine facing Wisconsin's bitter cold winter without a warm home, or the blistering heat of summer without power, then having to make the tough choice between eating or meeting other basic survival needs. Unfortunately, over 200,000 of our neighbors in need will face this difficult decision with no place else to turn, including those who are now unemployed due to the COVID-19 crisis. Keep a neighbor in crisis safely in their home during these difficult times by supporting and donating to the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund today.
We've got the power. It's deer season at the Power Centers of Madison. John Deere compact utility tractors have the power and versatility to tackle the biggest jobs on your list. Multiple attachments are available, extremely easy to operate, control, and finesse. Make home and garden work fun with John Deere mowers. Mow, mulch, and haul your way to a beautiful yard. Get your John Deere now at the Power Centers of Madison.
Coming together through tough times is a Wisconsin tradition. In fact, adversity seems to bring out the best in us. EdVest is no different. During these times, our dedication to your higher education goals remains as strong as ever.
For the latest coronavirus reports and breaking news, watch News 3 now and go to Channel 3000 to sign up for our daily email newsletter. Get the facts and tips to keep your family safe. News 3 Now, your local coronavirus headquarters.
A Madison native is sharing his experience battling the coronavirus. Dan Newman was treated for coronavirus at Meritor ICU, where he was on a ventilator for 10 days. Susan Simon and photojournalist Brian Troxel share his message to others about the importance of continuing to follow social distancing guidelines.
I'm relatively young. I'm considerably healthy. I was taking the proper precautions, and I came this close to death.
After testing positive for COVID-19,
I wasn't focusing on anything other than, please make this better. I want to feel better and I want to survive this.
Dan Newman found himself fighting for his life.
From the start of when I couldn't drink water, that's when I started to think there's a chance I'm going to die.
His condition worsened, and he started experiencing a rapid heartbeat.
And I think it was within a matter of a day or two was when my oxygen just plummeted. Them being like, we got to put him on the ventilator or he's going to die.
Newman was placed in a medically induced coma at the Meritor Hospital ICU for 10 days.
Once I came off the ventilator, the first thing that hit me was, I'm alive.
Although he survived his fight against COVID-19, Newman warns that others may not be so fortunate.
People need to know if this can happen to me, it can happen to anyone, and they need to take this seriously.
He now focuses on sharing his near-death experience on social media to show the importance of following the COVID-19 safety guidelines.
If you're not concerned about you, think about the people that you love. No one wants to see somebody that you love hooked to a ventilator fighting for their life.
Our thanks to Susan and Brian. Two moms in Sun Prairie are doing something good, making coronavirus-related T-shirts to promote social distancing and raise money for a good cause. Danielle Rapaski and Katie McEwen normally work together making T-shirts and crafts. A few weeks ago, their neighbors Joe and Greg asked them to come outside to jump around to some music one weekend, and that started the viral Jump Around Wisconsin movement. That's how the idea for Jump Responsibly T-shirts were born.
Well, for these shirts in particular, Katie came up with Practice Save 6, which we thought was pretty cheeky. We also have another one that we just launched. It's called Like a Good Neighbor, Stay Over There.
Katie and Danielle decided they want to help healthcare workers, patients, and researchers, so 100% of the proceeds will go to the UW Health's COVID-19 Response Fund. You can purchase a shirt online at jumpresponsibly.com.
An arts organization that transforms communities across Dane County needs your help. Dane Arts Mural Arts is hosting a virtual fundraiser starting Friday. The group works with Madison students and community members to create murals to beautify neighborhoods in Dane County. The organization also provides all the materials needed to create the artworks that are expected to last for decades. Directors say it is more than communities being transformed.
The process of getting there is pretty amazing, just to see how people come together and just have fun creating something beautiful for their neighborhoods.
Donors paying for the entire price of a mural get to choose where the mural goes, but smaller donations are also appreciated. You can donate by visiting to the website listed on your screen. Just click on the Art Gallery tab. Dane Arts Mural Arts is partnering with the Lucier Family Heritage in its fundraiser, and 5% of donations will benefit the center's education programs.
Coming up in sports, we're looking ahead to the NFL draft. Sports director Zach Hanley shares former Badger linebacker Chris Orr's hopes for the future. And showers tonight will clear out for a sunny day tomorrow. Gary will have your first warn forecast next. Stay with us.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
To our Pick and Save associates, for the long hours and late nights, for the miles traveled and the shelves restocked, for making a difference in our customers' lives, for doing so much more than your job. Everyone at the Kroger family of brands and our customers say thank you. In a time when daily life feels a bit uncertain, your hard work is keeping America fed. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Attic Angel Community has earned a reputation as the one and only. But what's so memorable to the people who live here?
It's good local heart.
Interesting friends.
The view from my window.
Continuing education.
The food.
The amazing art studio.
Happy hour.
There are many reasons to love Attic Angel Community, but there's just one Attic Angel.
Here at Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that your lawn should be a place where memories are made, a source of pride, relaxation, and fun for the whole family. That's why we proudly offer a child and pet-friendly program, so you can enjoy a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn without sacrificing peace of mind.
Our program offers effective, targeted weed control, and our golf course quality fertilizer creates a beautiful outdoor space. Don't your kids and grandkids deserve a Weedman lawn? Trust the lawn care experts. Trust Weedman.
When it comes to a better night's sleep, maybe it's time to shop inside the box. And at denvermattress.com, your perfect bed in a box is just a click away. Shop today and save big on factory direct bestsellers like the Easy Choice, the earth-friendly comfort of the Aspen, and for you sporty types, the Athlete's Choice. Plus, make your money work for you with 5 years no-interest financing and free delivery right to your doorstep. Unpack a better tomorrow, tonight, only at Denver Mattress. The easiest way to get the right mattress.
After seeing sunshine and a milder day today, some bands of showers and a couple of isolated thunderstorms have been moving across southern Wisconsin. The first band of showers brought some strong winds up to about 50 miles per hour in Mineral Point and around 40 miles per hour in Madison. The second batch of showers coming through Madison right now. There's a third batch behind it, also producing some gusty winds up into parts of west central Wisconsin. I think the stronger winds are going to be this first batch of showers, which is now pushing through far southeastern Wisconsin. You can see every once in a while there'll be a flash of lightning that pops up, but for the most part, these are just fast-moving showers that'll produce some gusty winds. As far as future radar is concerned, you can see by past 9:15, most of the showers will be just the last batch approaching Madison to the north and west. Looks like things will be winding down, so most of the rain should be over with by shortly after 10 o'clock at night. But take a look at the wind gusts here. 63-mile-per-hour wind gusts at that batch of showers that moved through the area around Eau Claire. La Crosse had a 53-mile-per-hour wind gust at their airport, so there have been some rather strong wind gusts, but again, everything will be dying down pretty quickly over the next few hours. For tomorrow, it'll be sunny, breezy, and cooler. And your three things to know about the forecast. Temperatures will be in the upper 40s, be back to the 60s, so a milder day on Wednesday, but there'll be a chance of showers, maybe even an isolated thunderstorm in the afternoon. And then shower chances increase for the second half of the week, and that will turn us cooler with high temperatures mainly in the 50s. As we look at weather track, the weather pattern's starting to change again. We're seeing a couple of big storm systems heading up toward the Gulf of Alaska. Usually that means that we're going to see a shift in the overall wind pattern to a more northwesterly direction. We're already seeing it now. The main branch of the jet stream, the subtropical jet stream that has a lot of moisture and storminess associated with it, is staying to our south. So far we've missed out on just about all the severe weather so far this spring. This cold front coming through will just bring in colder air behind it. Also, the winds will be kind of breezy even behind the front. Tomorrow, I think we'll see winds in the 10 to 20 mile per hour range. But you can see ahead of the front, temperatures are mainly in the 60s. They drop off a little bit with the passage of the first batch of showers. Then to the north and west, those temperatures are already in the 30s up in northern Minnesota and northern Wisconsin. So on future track, the showers will be gone by early tomorrow morning with the skies turning mostly clear. We'll see sunshine for much of the day tomorrow with highs in the upper 40s. Tomorrow night, there's a possibility of a rain or snow shower as a warm front actually comes through and winds shift around to the southeast. And then we'll see temperatures back into the 60s for Wednesday. Could see a shower or thunderstorm pop up on Wednesday afternoon. See a little better chances for rain for the second half of the week. So for tomorrow, look for a high of 49 degrees. Sunshine for most of the day, some clouds moving in late in the afternoon, but it will be breezy and cooler than today. 7 to 10 day forecast. Temperatures drop back into the 50s after the mild day on Wednesday, and then look for temperatures to be mainly in the mid 50s to around 60 with some shower chances the second half of next week.
And coming up in sports, Chris Orr says he's ready for the draft, how the process has been, and what he says the call will be like. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Do you know the secret to having the perfect lawn? Maple Leaf Landscaping does. With their 6-step turf care program, you can have a beautiful lawn all season long. Check their website for special discounts and leave the yard work to Maple Leaf, your year-round property care experts.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection remains open to serve our customers and communities during these times of uncertainty. During Safer at Home, we've got you covered for all your plumbing service needs. Call us for help. We are here for you.
In this challenging time, Wisconsin's dairy farmers remain committed to your well-being.
We're still in the barns every day, producing real, nutritious milk for your table, and products like cheese, yogurt, butter, ice cream, and more.
We're all in this together, and our passion for feeding Wisconsin's communities is stronger than ever.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. We're offering current Chevy owners OnStar Crisis Assist services and complimentary Wi-Fi data. If If you need a new Chevy, interest-free financing for 84 months with deferred payments for 120 days on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home where available. It's just our way of doing our part.
Getting meals to go from Hy-Vee is even easier with the new Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go website and curbside pickup. Just order delicious meals online and get no contact pickup. Choose from Chinese, sushi, fried chicken, lasagna, enchiladas, burgers, pizza, many of your favorite sides, and more. Just order online at Hy-Vee.com/mealtime. Then park in a designated mealtime spot and we'll bring your order out. Feed your family for less and order Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go today.
Do you know the secret to having the perfect lawn? Maple Leaf Landscaping does. With their 6-step turf care program, you can have a beautiful lawn all season long. Check their website for special discounts and leave the yard work to Maple Leaf, your year-round property care experts.
Hi, folks. Tuesday morning, join us as we introduce you to a new member of our News 3 Now This Morning family.
And we preview Vice President Mike Pence's visit to Madison as he tours a company making ventilators. We'll tell you what to expect from the trip starting at 4:30.
The NFL draft kicks off Thursday, and Chris Orr is hoping to get the call that every kid dreams of getting. The former Badger linebacker took a break from preparing for the biggest moment of his life to share what he expects to happen when that phone rings.
What kind of player are they going to get?
I've always been a smart football player. I've always been somebody with a high football IQ. So I just try to put that on display as much as I can and show them my personality, show them my character, and, the rest is history. They saw the numbers at Pro Day. Thankfully, we were able to have ours, but I was able to match the numbers to even exceed some of their expectations of what I could do athletically.
I don't want to bring up, a bad memory, but, you didn't get that invite to the Combine. A lot of people thought you should. Is that kind of a chip that you're going to, carry with you through your entire career? Just to kind of give you that, maybe a little extra motivation, like, hey, you missed out. Let me show you what I can do.
Oh, yeah, for sure, without a doubt. That's definitely something I'll carry with me forever. I've always had that extra motivation of trying to prove people wrong. And, it's fitting that it never stops. I'm going to remember that going into every practice, every game, whatever the case is. I'm definitely going to carry that with me.
Is there any teams that you would want to play for?
I think it'd be pretty special if I played for the Redskins or the Ravens at some point, just because my dad played with the Redskins and my brother played with the Ravens, or even the Chargers. My dad spent the year out there when they were still in San Diego. But, I think it'd be special to play for any of those organizations. But, like outside of that, I don't really have like a team that I'm just like itching to go and play for, that I hope takes me, or whatever the case is. It's more so I really don't care where or when. I just want to play.
When you get that call, when that moment comes, what do you think it's going to be like for you?
I think it's going to be a rush of excitement that I've probably never felt before. It's kind of crazy to think about it, coming up so quickly. But, I'm probably going to shed a few tears for sure. I'm definitely going to be really happy. But, yeah, I have no idea. I feel like it's going to hit me really hard.
And on the ice, the Madison Capitals have named Tom Upton the franchise's new head coach and general manager. Upton spent the last 3 seasons as assistant coach at Mercyhurst University. He does have USHL experience, serving time as assistant with both the Youngstown and Cedar Rapids clubs. And there's a Wisconsin tie when he played college hockey at UW Stevens Point.
So that's right. Welcome home to coach. Great to see Chris Orr. I'm ready for the draft.
I think everybody
kind of has a sense of normalcy return a little bit. Gary, quick final check.
Showers are moving on through Madison. They'll probably be gone within about the next 2 to 3 hours.
All right. Thank you very much, Gary. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6. We'll see you back here tonight at 10. Have a good evening.